Hi, welcome to a NX12 video tutorial. The second part of the From Drawing to Model exercise. And I've noticed I will create another sort of limiting plane. So let's go for another datum plane and put it on top of this one and make it maybe at a distance of 20, because I want to use that as limiting plane. And of course I could move this here to that one. Now I want to start, take a look at my drawing. I want to do first this cylinder here up there. Okay, therefore I want to make an extrude with that arc. So go for an extrude, don't stop at intersection, go for tangent curves and select this arc. And it should be limited by that last plane, this one. And okay. Now I want to make an extrude surface with that line here. So I got the top of that cylinder, so go for another extrude. Go not for tangent, go for single curves, select this line, and of course you could draw it up to 70. It doesn't really matter. I could use another plane here to limit that extrude as well. So go for confirm. Okay. And now I want to make a face fillet, a face blend in this case, and it should go from this surface in that direction. That would be okay, and the second surface would be this one. That should go down, yes, and I want to go for 1 millimeter. That's okay, and confirm. Okay. Now let's see. I will have to make that detail, and I need to go for that surface which limits also that cylinder here, and I need a surface here which limits it here. So go back, and I need another surface. Yes, will be another extrude, single curve, yes, this one. 70 should do, and confirm. Then I move on to make an extrude here, so go for another extrude, go for single curve, yes, select this line and that line here, and confirm. Looks okay. I need to trim that cylinder and I need to trim that surface. So let's maybe first trim that surface. So go for trim sheet, and I want to trim that sheet. I want to keep this side, yes, with this one, extend boundary object to target edges, and okay. Great. Let's hide that surface. And let's trim that with that plane. So go for another trim sheet. I want to trim that body here with this plane. Looks good, and confirm. Now I want to make that fillet face blend again between this face and that face, and want to limit it with a plane here. So go for face blend, go for single curve, should do single face, select this face, should go to the other side, and second face would be this one, should go up, yes, 1 millimeter, and it will not limit here, so I want to limit that, and that's possible here by going enable length limit. And I want to use a plane, so go for a plane, make it at distance or at angle, make it at angle, doesn't really matter. planar reference would be this one, and the axis would be that one. Angle is 0 and confirm. And now that should limit it up to that plane, but the other way around. So let's reverse the direction. Not this one, sorry, but this direction. That's okay, and confirm. So you've got a nice limited face blend here. Now for that extrude here, select tangent, go for home, extrude, go for tangent curves. That would select just this profile, and 20 should do. Confirm. Now trim once more. I want to trim this body with that one. Body faces, yes. And okay, hide that surface. Now I have to limit this with that arc here. So go for another extrude, go for tangent curves, yes, and select that arc here, this arc. Again, this should go up to the limiting plane until selected this one, and confirm. Maybe let's give those surfaces a different color. So this surface here should have a different color. Not available here, so go for view, edit object display, and make it maybe, let's go for a green one. Let's take that green, this green, or maybe that green, that lime, and okay. So it's easier to decide which one is which. Now I want to trim this surface with the green one, so go for another trim sheet. I want to keep the side, that would be the boundary, and looks good, confirm. And then I want to make a law extension with that edge and this face, and I want to get that surface, where could you see it here, this one, and the angle is 40 degrees, so I want to go for a law extension, surface, go for law extension. The curve would be this edge, and the face would be the green face here, and that's not, I need 40 degrees. Yeah, so this angle 60 degrees could be okay, because let's take a look. This seems, sorry, it happens today. I used in the training a total different mouse and I'm kind of tired. So okay, this would be 40 degrees and that would be 60 degrees. Seems okay, yeah. So just confirm. The length doesn't really matter, because it will, no, it does matter. It should be at least go over that circle here. Yeah, that would be okay, and confirm. Now I want to make another extrude surface, because I want to limit this one. So go for an extrude, go for tangent curves, yes, select this arc, this one, that arc. Again, make it up to the selected plane, up to this plane here, and okay. And maybe give it again a different color, So select it, go for view, go for edit object display, and I could inherit the color from this one. Okay. And okay. That's easier to see. Now again, trim this surface with that one. So go for trim sheet. This should be trimmed. That's the tool. And okay. Nice. Let's hide those two, at least for the moment. Hide this one and hide that one. No, sorry, hide this one. Now I want to cut this and cut that here. So that would be the 56 radius here, and it should go from here to that 35-degree angle. Yeah. So go back. Let's take a look here. Go down, and I want to select for another extrude. Let's take a look here. That should be here somehow. That should be the one. So go for stop on intersection and go for tangent would do, because it stops at intersection anyway. So this should be one, and I want to go to the 56, and 56 would be the third arc. So go to that one, and that should be the 56 arc here. So select it here, go over there and over there, and again make it up to the selected plane on top, this one, and confirm. Now I could do an edge fillet or a face fillet. In this case I want to go for an edge fillet. So go for an edge blend, make it maybe 1 millimeter or 0.5. Go for 0.5. Select this edge, or let's go for face blend. Face blend is a better option. So go for face blend, go for 0.5, go for a single face. Yes, first face this one, second face that one. Looks okay. Apply. Same with this face and that face. Points in the right direction, and confirm. Now let's go for trim, or not for trim. First I need an offset surface. So see, that's offsetted here, and the detail is here, 2 millimeter offset. I need an offset surface. Go back, go for an offset surface here. Select the surface, make it 2 millimeter in the other direction, so turn it around here, and OK. That's more like it. And now I want not to trim, I want to do face fillets. So go for a face blend, again 0.5, that would be okay. Select this body face, this one, might point in the other direction, and the second face would be that one, should point in the other direction. Yeah, that's okay. Now another face blend, again 0.5, and now I want to blend the body faces. Yeah, this body, so select it here, should point in that direction, yes, and the second face would be this face, should point upwards, yes, 0.5, yes, and okay. But this doesn't look good, so I want to go before that face blend, make this a current feature, and extend that surface a little bit. So go for extend sheet, select that edge, and maybe 5, that should do. Okay, go back to face blend, make it current feature. Yeah, and now I could trim this one with that one of the lime surfaces. So go here, show, select this one, okay, and I want to trim sheet, this surface with that one, should do, hide it. This looks much better. Okay, next will be that cutout here. So let's take a look at our drawing. That should be the second arc here. That's the first, that's the circle, inner circle, then this arc, and the second one should it be. Okay, so I need another extrude. And yeah, so go for an extrude, which should go up to a selected plane, of course, not symmetric. Let's go for value, and I want to use tangent, would be okay, stop at intersection. So I need this one, small one, and that arc here. This looks okay, but it should go up to the selected plane, which is here on top. And okay. In this case I don't need a fillet. I want to just trim that sheet. So go for trim sheet, select that surface. I want to keep this side, yes, and I want to trim with the body faces of that one, and okay, and maybe hide that one. No, I could leave it because I want to make another law extension. Why? Because I want to do that surface which has an angle of 10 degrees and will be limited by that arc, and this will be another extrude. So let's go for another law extension surface. Now I want to go for a single curve. Yes, that would be the curve. The face should be a single face. Yeah, this face. And let's take a look at the angle. So this might be 80 degrees, I suppose. Let's go for 80. So I should get 10 now. So in this case I need really 10. Yeah. And the length, yeah, 10 might do. Does it point in the right direction? Yes, it. No, that's the surface. So it should be not 10, but it's 90 plus 10, it's 100. Like that, that would be 10 degrees, yes. And it will be limited by that circle, so I could maybe go for, let's go for 15. That's better. And okay. Now the limiting surface will be another extrude with that arc here. So go for another extrude, extrude, stop at intersection, yes, tangent, yes, and that would be this arc here. Right? Should go from 0 up to that top plane, this one. So go for until selected, select that plane and confirm. Give it again a limey color, give those two a limey color, so select them both, select this one and that one, and give it a different color by going view, edit, give it a different color, and that would be that limey color, this one, and confirm, just to make it better visible. Now I can trim that sheet. I want to trim this sheet here. I want to keep that side, and I want to trim it with this one. Confirm. Now I could hide that one and do another law extension, surface. The curve would be again a single curve, that would be the curve here, and this will be the face, and it should go in the other direction, of course, like this, and that's 100. That's wrong, it should have 30 degrees. So it should go the other way, not like this. Can I? Okay, if I move it like that, it should be, that's 60. And that might be, no, that's not 30. Is that 30? That's kind of odd. So that's 60. This will be 30, so this will be 30, yes. And okay. Now this will be limited by that extrude here, so bring it back, that would be this one. Okay. And of course I can now trim that sheet. I want to keep that side, and I want to trim it with this object, and okay. Hide those two, this one and that one. Great. I've just noticed I've made an error here. That angle is wrong. That was the first law extension. So that would be this one, yes, and the angle is wrong. This should not be 60 because I need a 40-degree angle, and to get 40, 90 minus 60 is 30, and to get 40 I need a 50-degree angle here. So that should update, not quite. This happens. So let's take a look. That trim sheet didn't work. Let's take a look. That's this one. So this has to go in that direction. That one. This has to go down a little bit. And that would be an extrude. And which extrude? Let's take a look. Trim sheet. It's depending on this extrude and that extrude, and this extrude should go in the other direction as well, so it should start at minus, let's say minus 20, and then it should update, hopefully. Okay. So what's wrong now? Now that Where's this one? Trim sheet. Maybe that's the wrong extrude. That's this extrude. That's the one. Oh yeah, I see. So this has to be longer as well. So that would be the law extension. It should be longer because it should not be just 21. Let's go for 30. Yeah, that looks okay. But maybe another one is still too short as well. So that's really, I'm sorry I missed that one. And that would be this extrude. Yeah, this extrude should be extended to the other direction, maybe for -20 as well. And that should do it. Yeah. Sorry I missed this one, but shit happens. This looks good, and then I got here the correct. Okay, now let's proceed. I want to have here a planar surface which closes that here. Do I need the sketches? I think I can hide all those sketches. So let's go for hide sketches. And I need lines. So go for curve, go for line. And I want to select the end point of that edge here. Now I have to move closer. That would be the end point of that law extension, or maybe, just maybe, you could extract that edge. So if you go for home and extract geometry, or surface, extract geometry, select that edge and select that geometry, and OK. And I want to extract another geometry, maybe that curve, so it's easier to do, because then I could hide that surface here, and this one, and that one. And now I want to draw lines, so go for curve, go for line, select this endpoint here, draw it over there to this endpoint or start point. Apply, then go from this endpoint or start point to that endpoint or start point. Endpoint. Apply, and then go from this endpoint to that start or endpoint, and OK. Now I want to hide, or yeah, now I want to go for a bounded surface, bounded plane surface, bounded plane, and I want to use those lines. So I want to use that line here, the line, then go for this line, and then choose the line. Then you will get a planar surface. Now let's bring back the hidden ones. That would be, of course, this surface, that surface here, this one, and that one here, and OK. Now I want to extend that one, so go for extend sheet, select this edge, and yeah, maybe 10 should do, yes, and OK. Now extend this surface, extend that sheet, maybe 10, OK, and then I need to trim this surface with that surface and one of the limey ones, the biggest one, that one. Now go for trim sheet. I want to trim, first I should of course trim that sheet with this one. Apply, and then trim that sheet with this one and that one. Looks good. Confirm, hide that surface and hide those curves. So go here and hide those curves like that. Close. Okay, now let's sew those surfaces. Go to Surface, Sew, and use this one and that one, this one and that one, and OK. Now I want to do some edge blends or fillets, so go for edge blend. I want to blend this edge here with 1 millimeter radius and apply. Then go for this one and apply. So that's kind of odd here. That should not happen. This should not happen. Because if I want to do and go here around, it might not work. It doesn't work. I can't select it here, so if I go for single curve, I can't select that edge. That's kind of odd, because I did it before and it worked. So how to solve that problem here? So I might go for a smaller or bigger radius, would be an idea. So let's try go for edge blend of 1 millimeter here. So why doesn't it go all around? Where does this sort of edge come from? It should not be here. So yeah, I know why. Because let's delete that one and delete that one. There is a small gap. Let's delete that sew here as well. There is a small gap between this surface and that surface. So how to solve that problem? There's a small gap. I would have to extend that surface a little bit, or this one, and go for a face blend. A face blend might work. So if I sew those together here, so go for surface, sew this one to that one and this one. Okay. Then go for an edge blend with that edge 1 millimeter, apply, and this one 1 millimeter, apply. And now I want to use a surface blend. So go for surface, go for face blend, and select this surface and that body face, and this works. See, and 0.5 should do, and confirm. That would close that gap and make that fillet. Now I can go for another one, face blend from this surface here, should go down, yes, to that one, and arrows point that direction, and I want to use 5.5. Let's see if this works. 5.5. Nope. So I've got another problem. That's interesting. So let's cancel this out. And I could sew it. So sew those two. Okay. And then make an edge blend. Edge blend. Select that surface here. Go for 5.5. Yeah, this works. What's left to do? I want to mirror that geometry. Let's make sure it's only one body. Yeah, it's one sheet body extrude. Yes, let's go for more. Go for mirror geometry. Select it, and the plane would be, of course, this one. Okay, and now sew it. Surface, sew 1, 2. Okay, maybe hide those planes, and I'm done. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my Facebook fan page. Would be very nice of you. I want to get more likes and subscriptions over there as well. Thanks for watching. See you to the next one, which might be cut here. Bye bye.